Coming around the corner, I just wanted to show you. First, there's the apple blossom. That's a tree of a local Barnstaple apple called John Vaughan, or Johnny Vaughan as it's known around here. And round beside it is my large bed of wild irises from Croatia called Iris pallida, and I've put them in with some Wisterias, and they really make a splendid group. There's a variegated version which is very popular, but the sheer abundance and the sweet smell from these is lovely, and they have spread extremely well and they're very happy here. Right, here we go, another trip around. Just one or two things to show you. One thing is the rather beautiful yellow flowers of this relative of Daphne, Wisteria, now known as Daphne gemata, and behind it some gladioli from South Africa, Gladiolus tristis. But I think this Daphne is just an amazing acid colour. May or may not come out on this video. So on we go through the gate. And now, of course, we've got all the apple blossom, which is wonderful. And the bees just love it. These trees are near the beehives anyway, so they won't have very far to go for their meals. This is a cooker and eater when it's ripe, but it's been here for 70 years. I don't know what the name is. Coming down the path from the apple trees towards the cutleaf beech, which is now in full leaf. We come to the corner here where we meet our first tree peony. It's a tree peony called Hong Lian. Absolutely sumptuous, aren't they? And in amongst these are the opening flowers of rhododendron Edgeworthii. An amazing scent coming off it. And behind it, flowers of rhododendron Cisterianum. Again, quite a lot of scent. So, nice little group. Past the weeping New Zealand broom. To the flowers of Wisteria Isai. And the stand of pokers behind in a sea of Sorberia sem. Peony with only one flower. It has a Chinese name, Wulong Pengsheng. I've noticed that there's an azalea coming out in flower here, which has a nice scent and is called Northern Lights. It was bred to be the hardiest azalea. They can grow it in Canada, where temperatures can fall to -20 degrees centigrade. And this seems to stand very, very cold weather. Not necessarily around here, but it's a nice azalea anyway, with a nice scent. Coming up from that azalea and passing the lovely new growth of Sophora japonica pendula. Which is slightly bizarre. You see in the background here another scented small tree, or a pair of them. Amomyrtus luma, a myrtle from Chile. I'll show you another tree peony. It's looking good. This was sold to me as souvenir de Maxine Cornu, which is, it isn't. And this is, I think, high noon. But still, just as lovely. Now we're coming up with Wadder's Memory on the right, just 1 or 2 flowers left. Now in full leaf, and Star Wars on the left. And there's a chestnut, there's the Indian horse chestnut, a variety called Sydney Pierce, which has got beautiful flowers. And I just love the new growth, so tender, with the flower buds on top. Let's go on up. There's a strange camellia called Cupido, which has this weeping habit and small flowers. I think because of its sort of weepy type habit, I thought it would be good on the corner here. Anyway, we carry on up past the Camellias on our right, and behind the upright Chinese yew, you can see the flowers of Magnolias Langiana lenii. At the back, an old variety, very reliable. And one is so distracted by the things at ground level, like this lilac, Syringa palibin, a nice small scented lilac, that one fails to look up, frankly. Because if I turn around and look up, what is revealed is the pocket-handkerchief tree in full flower, the video involucrata. It's 25 years old, and it's got to be quite a big tree. I always think that later on its fruits look just like Christmas decorations. Baubles hanging on stalks. As we come down towards the summer house again, past the lilacs, there is a species tree peony here called Peony delavei. Rather unassuming, and it tends to hide and hang down its flowers. We're coming back down from the pocket-handkerchief tree. There's Magnolia Soulangeana lenii, which I mentioned before. The evening sun glowing through its flowers. Very reliable, but rather rambling. Still, we move on. Just in time to look at Acer brilliantissimum with its fantastic new growth, and behind it a very large copper beech given to me by a patient when she moved house in 1980. Massive, but a very good colour. And just nearby is the wonderful bark of the cork oaks. I just love their bark. Fissures full of cork. Right, well, we'll go down the long border. Just one more thing to show you, ending on a rather grotesque note. Come through the undergrowth. And there it is. It's called Aracema griffithianum. Looks a bit like a cobra. It's a relative of our lords and ladies. Not a thing of great beauty, frankly, but interesting. As they say when at a loss for words. Okay, that's it for the moment.